Hello survivors and welcome to today's video. So today we're talking about snail paste and we're going to show you how to have the most effective Achitina paste farm. If you go on to enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe maybe if you're not already. We've got loads of Ark content on here and loads more to come. Without further ado, let's talk about these snails. So obviously the first thing you're going to need is snails, and they do take veggie cakes, unfortunately, to tame. Also, once tamed, they only eat vegetable cakes. What I would suggest is to level food, and then just feed them a load of cakes to get them to full food, and then they will just last for ages without being fed. But also, a lot of people get low-level snails, and then they clone them because it's really cheap to clone a low-level one, and then once they die, they just keep replacing them. So that's also something to consider. But we wanted to use our nice event ones that we got from over the Christmas event. And so the next thing you're going to need is obviously a gacha. If you're not sure how or where to get gachas, we do have a guide on that. So that should pop up on a card, and I'll also pop it in the description below if you'd like to go and check that out. So the snails, you may or may not know, produce a paste called Achitina paste, which is pretty much the same as cementing paste. If they're put on Wonder, they will produce up to 100 cementing paste in their inventory, but it will only ever be up to 100. And they will be wandering around everywhere, so you might want to have a little pen like this if that's what you want to do. But they also drop paste, even if they're not on Wonder. So you could have them, if you wanted, without a pen, just put it in front of a gacha, if you just want the gacha to collect it, and you're not too fussed on them producing it in their inventory. So yeah, you just put them out, they'll just keep dropping paste, one paste at a time. Now the gachas, as you probably know, will pick up anything that's on the floor in front of them, except for fertilised eggs. So they're just going to keep picking up this paste. The issue is, they also eat everything that's in their inventory. So to combat this, a lot of people have put either fibre or seeds in their inventory, so that it slows down the amount of paste that they'll eat. And it does only slow it down, they will still eat the paste when it's in their inventory. So what you want to do is overwhelm the gacha's eating animation. So you know the animation where he sits and eats stuff from his inventory? You want to overwhelm that with him just picking up. So he hasn't got a chance, so you want to put as many snails in there as you can, so he doesn't have a chance to do his sitting and eating animation. He will just be picking up the cementing paste from the floor. And usually this will take about between 6 and 8 snails in order for him to be overwhelmed and not to sit and eat. But his food won't drop if you've got a trough in the area which is filled with food, because he will be eating that. So he will still be at full food, but he'll be picking up the paste and not eating anything from his inventory. Now you do need to be in render for this to work, so I would suggest sort of doing some stuff around base. So we'll usually sort of do some raising around here, or do some cooking, some organising, some crafting, just to keep him going and keep him collecting that paste, because they won't drop the paste, you see, if you're out of render, unfortunately. So they do need to be in an area where you'll always be near, or someone in your tribe will be near. But if you wanted to have 2 gachas picking up, you're going to need twice the amount of snails. Well, more than twice the amount, really, because say now you only have 6 snails each for the gachas. One of them is going to be picking up more than the other. They're going to be picking up the other one's paste. So the one with the least paste is going to sit and start eating it. So you're going to want to have at least 16 snails, I'd say, if you want to have 2 gachas in the same area picking up the paste from these snails. So you're going to need a lot of snails for that. But yeah, this works wonderfully. I mean, I know you can go over to Genesis, you can do your missions, get a load of hexagons and spend them with Helena to get so much cementing paste. And that is what we usually do when we're on Genesis. But sometimes people like a more traditional setup, using the actual dinos to do something. So that is something I've wanted to do on here with our nice colourful snails, and I just thought I'd share it with you guys, and I hope it was helpful. If you did find it helpful, please leave a like. As I said earlier, we have loads of Ark content on here. We do some tutorials, but we also do a lot of fun gameplay stuff. So if that sounds like something that you're into, then maybe think about subscribing. And don't forget,
get the bell on.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day and take care.